guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be doing a full face of Drugstore and first time review. I have a few products that I went and bought at the Drugstore. So yeah, let's get into the video. So to start out this look, I am going to be using L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray, which is like so. This one is supposed to be very similar to the Kat Von D one, which I have. It's pretty good. Okay, let that dry into your skin. For foundation, I am going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, which is like so. My shade is in 106, and I am going to be using this sponge. I'm going to put a little bit of that. Wow, it is really tacky. Wow, it's really tacky. I'm going to use that and put it all over my face, hoping that it matches me because I haven't used this foundation. So this is my first time using it. So far so good. Well, this foundation goes a really long way. And it is supposed to leave like a matte finish. Although I like this sponge, it is the Real Technique sponge. Although I do like it, I don't think it replaces my beauty blender, but I do like it. Then my forehead. Oh, I think this foundation is like a full coverage foundation. And it does goes a really long way. Blend everything to your neck. And just take a little bit more. The sponge is really like not as soft as my beauty blender because I want to compare it to my beauty blender, but it is kind of soft compared to the other ones that I bought that claim to be a dupe for the beauty blender. I mean, I'm not saying that this is a dupe for the beauty blender, but it is very similar to it. And for concealer, I am going to be using the NYX HD concealer, just like so. This is my first time as well using it. It is very smooth. See how it blends. And my shade is CW04 Beige. So that's my shade. It is very blendable, but it does settle into your fine lines really quickly too. So I'm gonna have to go over really quick and set it up. Going to be using the Rimmel London Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in Translucent, just like so. And for that, I am going to be using a Morphe M438. So just tap that in there. And really quickly just set it up into my concealer and under eye area. I mean, this is not new, but I do like it, although it does kind of have a flash back to it. So if you're planning to take a picture with a flash or anything like that, you know, just take that into consideration. but aside from that, it is very, very good. So let's bronze up the face, which today I am going to be using the Kardashian Beauty Cabana bronze, which is like so. This is what they look like inside. I hope I don't blind you by the light. For this, I am going to be using a Morphe E4. It's gonna take the bronze. Put that in there and just contour the highlights of my cheeks. Wow, this is really, really pigmented. I didn't expect that. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, just bronze up the face, the forehead a little bit, temples. Wow. Now I need to blend for life here. Or not, it is kind of blendable. Really easy to blend. Yeah, that seems to be good. And then in here a little bit. It's kind of a good thing that I put all that because it's really blendable. And it's not muddy, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't look muddy in person, but in camera might be another thing. But I do really like it. And then for blush, I am going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. It is pretty peachy, if you can tell. Wow, there's a lot of fallout coming from this. I'm going to be using the Morphe E4 as well. Just dab that in there, top of the excess, and then put it on the apples of my cheeks. Just put it on the apples of my cheeks. Wow, this is very, very pigmented. So yeah, and it does have fallout, so whenever you use it, just dab a little bit in there, top up the excess, and then just put it on. That's it for that. Wow, I'm kind of impressed. For highlight, I am going to be using Milani product, which is like so. This is the Milani Tantastic Face and Body Baked Bronzer, which I don't think is a bronzer, but I'm going to be using it as a highlight. You can see. Going to be using a Morphe 505. And just swirl that around, top of the excess, and then apply in the high points of my cheeks. Wow, this is amazing. To tighten it a little bit over the top of my eyebrows. And in here too. Wow, I like this one. I like it very, very much. Whoa. That glow though. Can you see that? I'm going to put it a little bit in the Cupid's bow as well, just because I like it, and the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the. Whoa, I like this one. I cannot get over it. Okay, let's get into the eyes. I'm going to be priming my eyes off camera. I just apply a primer into my eyes, which was the same, the NYX concealer. And then I set it up with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Translucent Powder. Next, I am going to be using the L'Oreal La Palette Nude one, which is like so. To start up, I am going to be using a Morphe M441, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. This one. This is very, very pigmented as well. Everything is so pigmented. I'm going back in with the Morphe M433 and this color right here. Top of the excess because it's very, very pigmented. Then just windshield wiper motions. Again, into my crease. Now I am going to be using a Morphe E23, and I'm now going to be using, which one? This color right here. You can see that. This one right here. And just a tiny bit, just apply in the outer V of my eye. Just a tiny bit. Then just blend it in. Like so. Now I am going to be using a Morphe G20. I'm going to be using this kind of gold color that it brings in. So this one. And I'm going to pack that into my lid. So into my lid, I'm going to pack. Like some colors of this palette I think are very, very pigmented. But some are not. Like this one, it's not as pigmented as I expected it to be, but we can work with it. It does have like a lot of fallout. Like it is very, very chalky. And then just blend everything so we don't have any hard edges. And this is a Morphe, back again, 433. For my inner corners, I am going to be using a Morphe 508 and this kind of like pinky-ish, goldish shade. Like so, and then I'm just going to highlight my inner corners with it. So. Now with the same Morphe 508, I am going to be taking the first shade that we took, that chocolate brownish color, and I am going to put that in the outer parts of my lower lash line. Like so. And connect it to the outer V, outer corner. Then taking again the second shade that we use as well and apply that to the outer corners as well. Just blend everything. Then I'm gonna just take white kind of shade and highlight under my brows. So like so. With a Morphe G20. Also use the gold color that we use as well, and then just applied it to the kind of a little bit here. That's it for the eyes. And then for mascara, I am going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mist Manga Mascara, which is like so, and apply mascara to my upper lash line, like so, a few coats. And this one I do like it very, very much. I have used it before, so yeah. It does give volume and a lot of lengthening to your lash lines, so yeah. The only downside of it, if you applied it to your like lower lash line, you need to be very, very, very careful because it can get messy really quick. So I'm going to be using that also for my lower lash line, but I need to be very, very careful with it because like I said, it can get really messy really quick. And for lipstick, I am going to be using the Maybeline Matte 660, which is Touch of Spice, which is like so. And this is the color of it. So I am going to apply that. Wow, it is really matte, you can tell. And very pigmented. Wow. It is very, very smooth when you apply it on. Wow. And it's so soft. To finish up the look, I am going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Makeup Extender Setting Spray, which is like so. And just a few sprays of it. Let that dry. The highlight though. This is the final look. You guys enjoyed it, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.